And
Timer?
I don't know why, but the way you said that just it really put like a spike in my head. Timer?
Sorry.
It's okay. Hey, we do what we have to do. Lots so many. I can't this camera's supposed to make my life easier, and then it's just nothing but little bits and bobs showing up.
It's like 16 minutes into starting this. This is when we started recording, so.
Oh, yeah, because halfway in, Judy, you're just like, hey, is that thing surrounding your face all right? It's like, oh God, I didn't even realize it.
Like,
I
you can
was
see that too? Yeah.
I was trying to have an autofocus going so that, you know, maybe I could look somewhat decent on camera because apparently I care now. But no, we can't have nice things. We're not allowed.
So we can't have nice things yet.
Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. YouTube at TABPOD. Also check us out on TikTok. Same at user. I'm old. What are they called? What are the things
Username.
called? Names? Just
Username. No, their username.
It is the username. Oh man. At TABPOD. Go show Grandpa Ryan some love on the TikTok.
Thank God. It's not just Grandma Judy anymore.
Oh man, that was not my finest hour. Anyways, speaking of YouTube, TikTok, all the things, we got some traction on one of our most recent clips.
I wonder which clip it is.
It was the one where I talked about Trump.
Of course. The fucking Trump fanboys just kind of came out of the woodwork for this one.
It was so good. Oh man, we got triple digit views on it. I looked at our YouTube channel on Monday and I was like, it got 50 more views. What happened?
What did happen?
Well, apparently I got enough people to want to troll me because I got not one but 2 troll comments on it.
I remember that first one.
The first one was talking about censorship. I didn't really understand. I think I handled it well. I said that we would get through whatever he was dealing with together.
Right.
The second one said that what I was arguing really wasn't a tough argument, but he used a cold sweat emoji. So me being me, I was just like, oh my God, cold sweat. Get this man a heater. I used a exclamation point so that he knew that I was saying it just like that. Because that's how text works, right? I type it in and you hear it the way that I say it, right? That's not like you interpret it differently. That could never happen.
Who knows? I mean, let's not forget, I got blocked by that one budget lady for saying funny ha-has in her posts, so.
You did get blocked by her. Oh, man.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Oh, it was a good time, you know? Oh, Judy, you know it's not a good time?
What?
Sorry, I gotta brace myself. So what's not a good time is your living situation right now. Because people, if you're watching on youtube.com/take a breath at TABPOD, wherever you YouTube, you'll see that Judy is wearing Harry Potter pajamas.
I am.
when I first saw these PJs, I was like, oh, okay, she's being festive. We're recording this on Halloween. It drops a week later, so we're not doing anything Halloween related. That was last week. That's the illusion of media. But so she's just wearing PJs, but she never just wears PJs on the show. She's always dressing up, maybe showing the girls. But today she's in PJs. So I gotta
know.
ask Judy, what's going on?
Why do you say it like that?
Because I'm very what's going? Why are you in PJs? What's going on?
So we've been packing, and because we're moving in a few weeks, right? Um, I packed up all of our hoodies and like our wintry clothes because it's, late October, early November. It doesn't really peak coldness yet here in the Dallas area. But somehow we got a very, very big cold front come in. And our lows have been in the 30s and our highs have been in the low 50s. So, it's been a little chilly out here. And I literally packed up our hoodies, telling Keith, I don't think it's going to be cold enough that we're going to need these hoodies. Let me just pack it up in the boxes and our luggage, and we'll be fine. So now that it's cold, and I was like, ooh, I really should unpack some hoodies to wear for the show. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to wear my Harry Potter PJs for this one. And we're just going to roll with it. And the thing is, when I popped up on like our little pre-show thing that we do before we record, Ryan's like, are you wearing Harry Potter?
Yeah,
I
because
was like, yes, you could tell.
I could tell the glasses with the lightning bolt is what gave it away.
Oh, I
Everything
can't.
else, I'm
Wow.
not really a Harry Potter person, so
Snitch
everything else.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I now that I'm looking, I understand. I'm saying I'm not the type of person that normally. Well, I can't believe I'm defending myself right now. Regardless, okay. Oh, God,
Anyways, yes.
it's not about me.
So,
It's about you. You did something. Eavesdroppers. When she told me that she had packed up all of her warm clothes
mhm.
and did not plan on moving until the week of Thanksgiving, I was dumbfounded. Like literally slack jaw, huh? Dumbfounded. And the reason for that is you're right. It does not peak until February, January. But you know what the peak in Texas is? Ice storms. Ice storms that make it so that no one can do anything. Not even like
You're true.
emergency road people can go outside because the ice storms are so bad. And she's just over here like, yeah, but the real bad stuff is until later. So we'll be able to deal with winter until then. We don't need jackets.
Technically, we wouldn't need jackets, honestly, if I'm
Yeah,
being 100.
except for you
But
need them right now.
I know. So, yeah, Keith grabbed a few of his hoodies because he's been taking Rocket for walks in the mornings, and it's very cold.
Yeah, that was it. That's what did it for me on Sunday. I took Thor
God.
out at I don't know, like 10:30 when he normally goes for his last one. And I had
Mhm.
hoodies and sweats on. Hoodies and sweats. I had a hoodie and sweats on. And
Wow.
even with that, I was still cold. I thought it was going to be one of those, oh, this is actually kind of nice where it's a little chilly
Mhm.
outside, but I got my sweats, so it's kind of snuggly. No, it was hurry up, Thor. It is cold. I do not have anything on underneath these sweats. I need some thermals. Let's go. With
Like this morning, I had frost, icy windows on my windshield. I go, damn, did it really get that cold overnight? Like, it was wild.
Ladies and
I don't.
gentlemen, listeners, please get in the comments. Please at us on Twitter at TABPOD or on TikTok at TABPOD. Let us know, is this not the worst thing that can happen? It is cold outside. You're taking the dog out for a walk just to go to the bathroom. It's cold outside and you wore just not enough clothing where you're like, okay, we need this to be a little faster than normal. Come on, buddy. And they're just taking their sweet time. Oh, there's no like, oh, there's no worse feeling in the world than just being like, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. And they're just like, oh, these sniffles.
Mosing around.
I'm just gonna, this is the good smelling grass. Hi, Dad.
Yeah, just sniffing everything.
Uh,
But all I'm saying is that like fall was supposed to be here, but then winter was like, bye bitch, winter's here. It's not even winter's coming, winter's here.
no, it's fall for you, but that's what I'm saying. Winter is like what you're saying. It's that Game of Thrones winter. But guess what? It takes time to get to winter. That's called fall.
I don't know, man. It's feeling like winter right now.
Yeah, I know. Because guess what? Ice storms.
You know, they okay, so I know how much you love hearing about all the day offs that Keith gets
Oh,
for
what did you get now?
school.
Like, was it like County Blue Ribbon Day? So anyone
No.
who ever saw the color blue gets the day off because Texas is so off. God damn it, Houston's!
No, because you were bringing up the ice storms, so they actually get inclement weather days.
What kind
So
of
it's not just like when it actually freezes over and nobody can get anywhere, right? You have those days off because that's like your snow day, freeze day. But they have inclement weather days,
what
like
is
in
this?
April, I think.
No,
And it's
what
just
like
an
what
inclement.
gives you an inclement weather day?
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
make
it's
the
just
rules.
something that's
It's
predetermined?
predetermined. Yeah, I saw it on their
Oh, I
calendar.
thought it was something else like the snow day that you were
No,
saying.
no,
Oh,
snow day
okay.
is a snow
Oh, yeah,
day. Like,
that's just another fake Texas day that you guys get. You know
yeah.
how I know it's fake? Because I live in Vegas and they didn't give us any inclement weather days. It's 174 degrees outside certain days. And we still are just like, whatever, gotta go to work, gonna complain about how hot it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. I am at like a, let's say a 14 right now. I'm gonna try and bring it
Oh,
down to about a 9. I
okay.
just don't know why I got a lot of energy. Lot of
It's
energy.
okay. It's all right.
Um,
It's all right.
but while I have so much energy, you, Judy, you misplaced our Google Doc.
Which I didn't even know could happen on the
How
interwebs.
did you misplace a Google Doc?
I don't know. So, you guys, I was texting Ryan earlier or our group chat talking about I can't find our Google Doc that we wrote all of the topics we want to talk about on the show. And I look into my trash, in the drive. It's empty. I was like, huh, where could this have gone? Like, it's nowhere to be found. So now I don't know what other topics we were supposed to talk about that were on this list because I can't find it. Ryan can't find it. How do you just lose a Google Doc? Like, honestly.
Honestly, you told me about that. I once again, you had me dumbfounded. It's the day of Judy dumbfounding me. How do you lose a Google Doc, Judy? Like that was your thing.
That
You
was my
created
thing.
it for the show, and now you've lost it. You've lost in the world of the internet, where
Mhm.
you cannot lose anything. If it's on the internet for a second, it's there forever. You lost something.
I did. Our Google Doc. And I can't find it. And I don't know how to find it. I honestly don't know. I looked everywhere. I was like, oh, did I just move it to like a different folder? No, it's not
I'm,
there.
I'm
Not in
very
my main drive. It's not. I honestly don't know.
yeah,
So
no. I mean, this is just it's not good, Judy. It's not
it's
this not a
not.
good it's not a good look for the show. It's not a good look for you. You want more responsibility and then you lose stuff. I
But
mean,
it's okay. We could just start back up. But I'm still kind of upset. Like, how does this happen?
that's
Honestly,
what
like,
I'm
if
saying.
anybody can tell me how I could retrieve a lost Google Doc because it looks like it never existed at this point, but I swear to y'all, it did exist.
So this is going to be a part for the actual listeners of the show where I break character. Anyone who just watches clips, I'm already have clipped it, and they're going to be like, "Wow, Ryan's such an asshole," right? But I want to be 100% fair to Judy. While it is most likely her fault, because I'm not going to completely blame myself. Let's be honest. I did tell her that there is a chance that I may have deleted it just because I use it on my phone and stuff happens in pockets of fat people all the time. So if that's what happened, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that it's Judy's fault.
It could be a 90-10. Mostly my fault, but there's a slight chance that it was also Ryan's fault.
95.
We'll never know. 90-10.
Nope,
I said.
98-2, final offer.
85-15.
Oh, that's it. We're going to war. You lost the fucking Google Doc. Oh my God. I can't believe I completely forgot about this. I need to tell you this story real quick. And then I'll tell you about the thing that made me learn that you and I are diametrically opposed on something, and I lost a little respect for you. But I got into a car accident this morning.
How did you forget about that?
Right. Well, so I didn't forget about it, but it was one of those things that I forgot about it. Like I was thinking about it during the day, and then I forgot about it until just now. Also, it was a minor car accident. Okay. So they're building this new casino by my work. I'm in line because there's all this construction. I'm in the line, and then I just feel the back of my bumper. Dunk. And I'm like, oh, I know how much work goes into this fucking stuff from all my goddamn days at the insurance emporium. And now I have to deal with this.
So you get out the car.
That moment in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
I put on the flashers, which it took me a minute to find the flashers because I don't use them very often. So I'm like, where the fuck are the? Oh, okay, here we go.
Those hazard lights.
Yeah. So I hit the flashers, I put in park and everything, and I get out and I look, and thankfully there's no damage to the car, right? So I just, and then I turn and he goes, "Oh, did I get ya? Bitch, you know, and I know what happened, okay? Don't make me feel like I just stopped the car for no reason, okay?" So I go, "Yeah, but honestly," and I looked and he looked, I was like, "No damage, no harm, no foul. Have a good day, stay safe." I gave him knuckles, right? But because it's me, as I got to my car, I made a big thing of it and I was just like, "And watch where you're fucking going next time." And he laughed about that. So I felt good, But no, seriously, yeah, that like at first it's like, God, I don't want to have to deal with the claim, and I'm gonna have to drop this off at a shop, and maybe they won't have the pieces in because everything's on back order. I'm gonna have to put it through his insurance, and he looks like he's in a work truck. This is gonna be a whole extra thing because they don't ever want to pay out anything on commercial claims. But then it's just like, no, this is where my life is at right now. Okay. My life is in the place where it's a win that the car accident just didn't cause any damage. Okay. It was a win that I got into an accident. Not that I could walk away, just like, oh, okay, cool. There's no damage.
We can move forward.
Honestly,
wait, what did their like front end look like? Were they like damaged?
I didn't give a shit. I was like, fuck your car. I don't care. You hit me. It's America. You hit me.
I know, but that's what I was like, because we got into
damage to his either.
Like we got somebody rear-ended us when we were in the car. I mean, obviously we were in the car. Somebody rear-ended us a few months ago, and like there was very little damage to Keith's bumper, but this guy's front end truck was like smushed, and I go, bro, what?
What does Keith drive?
We drive a RAV4.
And
But like
was the other guy have?
it was some truck, like I think it was like a 2004 Ford something truck. I can't tell you what it
Well,
was though.
everyone knows that the '04 Fords were defective, okay? Like, I don't even know we were having this conversation. Every other year of Ford, especially that model of specific F-150 that you gave me all the details on, has been immaculate. But that one year, we all know it was the year I graduated. So they were like, oh, we got to make sure that it's extra shitty. But that year is not so good. Every other year of Ford, perfect. Plus, we all know the rumors about RAV4s, about them taking them car steroids. We know what's up, okay? Why don't you just tell us what's under the hood, Judy?
I don't
God,
know
I
what's
said
under
I was
it.
going to take it down to a 9, and I think I took
I
it
was
up
like, I
to a
don't know what's
16.
under. He has a hybrid. I don't know if that
Hybrid.
you know.
Oh, God. Judy, I'm sorry. I feel like, honestly, the way that your voice is right now, I told you it was coming. I told you it was
I know. This isn't the first time it's popped up already.
Oh,
I like
God.
how I forgot who it was, but someone brought it up on our TikTok and they're like, what is that viewfinder thing? And we're like, we just let it happen at this
It was,
point.
it was our executive producer's mom.
Oh, okay.
Because the only people who comment on our TikTok are people that call you a dweeb or someone, a mother on my side. Like it's either my mom or my
Our
executive producer's
EP's mom.
mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we just don't mention it, okay?
I love our fans.
It's an Easter. I wasn't ready. It's an Easter egg for people who watch the show to be like, yeah, we're aware. God.
Should make it
Oh,
into a drinking game.
no. No. Oh, I went to a Halloween party on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So much anxiety on the way. So much anxiety.
Oh,
You know, because it's always to say, like, oh, I got to meet people. And then what if they don't like me? Or what if, God forbid, what if I don't like them? Because I might just make a scene depending on what kind of mood I'm in if they're really that kind of asshole. And
wait,
then,
whose party was it?
it was a coworker's party. So that was my next part.
Oh,
It's like, oh, but I got to be careful because it's a coworker's house. I don't want to, I don't want to be disrespectful. Oh, and this is all the stuff that's going through my head as we're driving to the point where
right.
I'm just like, and our EP is like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm anxious. And she's like, well, we don't have to go if you don't want to. I'm like, oh, you know how hot you look right now in your little skirt, your grass skirt. She was dressed as Moana. I was dressed as Maui. I only went Maui one way. I forgot to do the soot. Um, but yeah, so she was Moana, and I was like, "You look so good. We're not going out. Come on." And then to be, she's so amazing. She's like, "Well, if you don't like it, we can leave after about an hour." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I don't even think she
Yeah.
said that. She said we can leave whenever you want, but. And then I go, and of course, it's fine because, like, I don't know, I compartmentalize all my emotions and I just turn into acting guy, right? But that's where I think that's where the anxiety comes from because I know at some point I'm going to turn into, court jester guy. And, like, what if this is the time that people are like, yo, we're not here for all that shit. Get it the fuck on. And I'm just like, waka, waka, waka.
Do you guys have a picture of you in your costumes?
We do. Hold on one second. EP, can you
I would
send a
like to
picture
see it.
to Jim, please? Yeah. Not the one where you covered your face. She took a picture of us where her phone was covering her. It was like this. If
Oh.
anyone's watching on YouTube where my hand is in, this was her phone. My hand is her phone. Actually, this is a good depiction. Judy would be me, and I would be the EP. Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fun.
so it was fine because I made people laugh, and then at the end of the night, I did your suggestion, where you said you just say goodbye to the groups,
Mhm.
right? I did that, and it seemed to help. Somebody gave me a compliment on the costume, and because I don't know how to take compliments, I said got it on Amazon instead of just being like, "Thank you." I said,
Nice.
Amazon, Walmart of the internet. Oh,
I
um,
believe that.
somebody, somebody asked me if my hair was a wig.
Amazon.
Amazon. But yeah, a girl asked me if my hair was a wig, and I said, "No, it's my hair." She said, "Can I feel it?"
What? Did you know this person?
I mean, I had met her before because
Okay.
I've been to this person's Halloween party. It's like an annual thing that she does. I
Okay.
didn't get invited last year, but we've talked since then, so it's fine. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. I don't ask questions, even though I brought it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've met this girl before, and she probably it felt very like in the moment, but I'm sure that she didn't mean it nearly as much. But yeah, she's like, "Can I touch it?" I'm like, "Yeah, touch my hair. It's fine."
The EP let it happen.
She was so drunk at that point. She's gonna be over here like, "I wasn't drunk." Yes, you were. Okay. I was just no, you were not tipsy. You were drunk. It's fine. You were drunk and a little herbalighted, and it's fine. You're allowed to be. No, because here's the thing. She's gonna say that she wasn't drunk because she wasn't sloppy, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
because you're not sloppy doesn't mean you're tipsy. Okay, people? I'm
Exactly. It's true.
okay,
Yes.
there are levels to this. So, but
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna get off. It doesn't matter how we can do a 7-hour podcast tonight. I'm gonna get off tonight, and she'd be like, "I wasn't drunk." I've
I'm
been
surprised
doing
she
more.
hasn't said it now.
I've been doing. She probably is over there typing, right? Um, I've been doing more impressions of her lately,
Oh,
and
okay.
slowly but surely, she's becoming more of like a Jersey plumber.
What?
I don't know. It's just like after a while, I'm feeling out her essence, and I'm just like, I don't like it. I don't. No, this is not a good look. No, we can't do it this way. I'm not a fan. No, 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 no. It's her. It's who she is. Like I
I
love
mean,
her.
at some she just starts sounding like Rob Sala at that point.
We got Rob Solid coming up later. Okay, that's a second half. Okay. Oh man. Oh. Okay. So I'm going to go get something, and it's going to be a moment that may change our friendship forever. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I have no idea what he's getting or if he's gonna cut this part out, but something's happening. There's a lot of laughing happening. It's a lot happening. I have no idea.
Oh, as soon as I get up, as soon as I get up, she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "I'm not off the air just because I'm away from the mic." And she looks, she goes, "Oh dang." Oh, okay. So
It doesn't
I
look like you grabbed anything.
I did. It's right here. You
Oh,
just can't see it
okay.
because of the way that I have it cropped. Okay.
Oh god.
Sorry, I gotta catch my breath. My bad. So I recently discovered a new energy drink. Well, not new, but new to me. Right?
Okay.
Alani.
Mhm.
Right? And
Yes.
it's so damn good especially the peach flavor.
What did my husband say?
He told me when we recorded the latest episode of Locker Room Lads. By the way, anyone who's waiting for episode 2, there were massive technical issues, mostly on my side. All of my audio was terrible, so we had to scrap it. Maybe one day I'll release just the Keith edition of episode 2 because this is the only audio that came through. But episode 3 is being edited right now, so that's coming soon. But yeah, we're recording the latest episode of Locker Room Lads at TABPOD. Shameless plug. But I was drinking an Alani, a peach flavor. I was like, damn, this is so good. Oh, don't tell Judy. She hates anything peach flavored. It's the way she'll throw it away. Anything. I was like, what? No, peach flavored stuff, like artificial peach flavor is like the perfect kind of artificial flavor.
Oh no.
Because peach itself tastes just artificial enough that it's like it doesn't taste any different. Like that's why it's so good in pie and in pie, right?
Cobbler.
You don't use it for cobbler is pie, right?
No.
Okay, in my world, a cobbler and a pie are the same thing. It's fruit in a fucking crust, okay?
Well, cobbler's not in a crust. The crust is just on top. It doesn't even have to be a crust. It could be like a crumble.
Yeah, so a pie could have a crumble too, but that's what I'm saying.
But a pie has a shell.
Because we're getting. My point is not that. Okay, we're getting into one of those. No, we both have to be right. I'm not trying to say I need to be right. I'm saying that I am right now. No, what I'm saying is that to me, I fully understand that they are two separate things. Although I think the reason I feel the way I'm about to say is because I grew up just thinking that they were the same thing, right? So while, yes, they are two different things, to me, they are the same. Right?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like a perfect example, college football and Canadian football are two different things. To me, they are the same because they just both feed the NFL.
Okay.
Right? It's just the NFL system. Anyways,
so back to
what is going on?
I just don't like it. So okay, let me just say there's 2 packs of energy drinks that we buy that have peach flavors. So the Alani pack always has the peach and the Zoa pack always has the peach. So when I was back then drinking my
Almost
energy
like
drinks,
peach flavor is a good flavor.
no. It is not. I feel like they just stuff it in there because they don't want to have other better flavors they want to use up. It's nasty peach.
What are you saying? You're saying that at the Zoa and Alani factories, that someone is in there like, yo, what's the best? Judy, you tell us, what is the best flavor that they could possibly use for an energy drink?
Fruit punch.
Okay, so you're saying that at these factories, they are like, yeah, we could make fruit punch and sell all the cans of our illustrious energy drink, but instead, fuck you, consumer.
They actually do have fruit punch in the pack.
I kind of figured, but I mean, at that point, we were rolling with it, right?
It's but I just
wait, but no, you seriously think that the companies that people don't like peach and that the companies just purposefully put it in the packs, specifically the variety packs that are entice people or enticing new drinkers to come try a plethora of different flavors? You're saying that they are putting in a flavor that they know no one likes just because?
Yes, I'm gonna stand on this hill.
Wow.
But
Wow.
anyways, yeah,
Offendido.
so because of that, when I was drinking all the energy drinks back then, I would always drink the ones that are non-peach, and whenever I pack up Keith's lunch, I would throw in a peach in there. So then he got
That's
tired of
where
peach
you
flavor
drink
because,
it and love it because it's delicious.
but he got tired of it. He's like, We're not
Well,
buying
yeah,
this anymore because I'm stuck with
okay. I'm
peach."
not. See, this is what you try to. That's a red herring. Straw man, red herring argument. Of course, you get tired of anything if it's the same thing over and over again. Except the women in our love lives, you never get tired of it. I speak for all men on that one. But no, you do anything 100 times in a row, you're gonna get tired of it. You could eat pizza or have your favorite fast food burger in front of you. Day 4, you're gonna be like, "Fuck, can we have some vegetables, please?"
Okay, well, it's not like I do it every day, but I'm just saying most of the time it's the peach. So
Uh, but okay, so and then we can go like not only energy drinks is it delicious, but then also like have you ever had a peach Jolly Rancher?
no,
Oh, so good.
I've never had peach rings.
Peach
Not a,
rings are oh my god, come on. It's like eating an actual peach.
I've never had it. I'm like I said, I don't like artificially peach. Like I love peach cobbler. I make really good peach cobbler.
You don't
Fine,
like peach cobbler, you like
but
sugar. You like covering the peaches in way too like
in
the
sugar and cinnamon, right?
the guy who eats the peach rings is arguing that she puts too much sugar on her. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where we are as a show.
We are.
Uh, but there is something. I do feel like there's a piece of truth in my argument, in which I think it's the fact that you get to put all the extra things on top of the peaches that makes you like that more
Maybe,
so
yeah.
than just the because like I said, artificial, like if you don't like artificial flavors, okay, but no, not peach. Peach is like the universal flavor of yes, we
No,
find
not
it.
peach.
Oh,
Okay. So what would be your equivalent of my hate for like artificial peach? What would you say?
my equivalent would be if done incorrectly, and I say that because I love lime and cucumber flavored drinks, right? So like the
Okay.
Gatorade or whatever. There are like Celsius. Sorry guys, if it's done incorrectly, it's just terrible because sometimes they put too much lime, and now you what you're drinking, you and drinking, look at this, it's not good, right? You don't want your mouth to turn into an anus while you're drinking your energy drink. It's just not a good look. So that's for me. If it's done incorrectly, I don't. At the end of the day, I think I've just become kind of immune to all the bad ones because they all just kind of taste the same to me
The
now.
same, yeah.
It's just different levels of the same, right? Like
Mhm.
because I do the the sugar-free rock stars that have flavors in the morning. So like I have the lime cucumber one, and then I have the mandarin one, and I'm just like, oh, it's just a different type of citrus, right? And then there's the tangerine guava one. I'm just like, oh, this is the one that just confuses my mouth. Nothing in here is a natural flavor. Like I don't care what they say. There's nothing natural going on in that can, but I drown my taste buds in it once every 3 days. It's just what we have to do to survive, people.
Yeah. Wow.
God. So like there's no way I convince you that you're wrong on this peach thing.
No,
Oh man.
no. And
Can
I'm
we get
sure there's
life? Is that
what?
possible?
Can we what?
What?
What'd you just say?
What?
What did you just say?
I'm
Repeat
I'm,
that.
I'm
You like
breaking
cut out.
I'm
You
break,
cut out a little
what?
bit there. You what?
Uh,
You're so
I
Why are you doing this?
I said in the moment I may or may not have said, "Can we get Keith a new wife?"
Wow. Wow.
I do now regret that.
Wow. You're like,
Yeah.
where's the gong? Where's the damn gong? It's supposed to go off by now.
Your timing's really good. Oh man, that does it for the
Wow.
first half of a conversation with Judy and Ryan on YouTube at TBPOD. When we come back, we're going to take stuff a little seriously for a second, but then we have a new Ryan Refutes, and of course, as talked about, the Rob Salas.
Making a comeback.
I gotta save it. We're not doing the Jersey guy. It's Alex. Alex here, and I don't think so, guys. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Nope. No. But yeah, so we will be right back right here. Oh yeah, woo.
Woo?
I gotta actually like stop and slow down. Like seriously,
A little bit.
down to a 9, and I'm now at like a 17. All right,
We'll see you guys on the next half.
Welcome back to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. You can also find us on TikTok at that same username. So I just want to take a minute to talk about something that recently happened in our country in which a mentally ill man took an assault rifle and killed and or maimed 20 or 30 people?
I think it was like 20 last time I heard. 22-ish.
Right? Mm-hmm. And this isn't going to be me talking about, guns or who should have them or who shouldn't and all that stuff. If you don't know where I stand on that, because maybe you don't know me, please feel free to ask me on Twitter. But it's just a very, very sad thing to me when a country like ours becomes known for events like this. And when something like this happens so often that I no longer have feelings toward it. And let me specify what I mean by that. I'm not saying that I don't feel badly for anyone who was involved with that. No, God, no. My heart goes out to anyone who was affected by that terrible, terrible thing. But what I am saying is that when Columbine happened, when the Aurora movie theater happened, when those things happened, it made me stop. It made me think, oh my God, I am so lucky that something like that has not happened to me. To a degree, that again happened when the shooting happened in Las Vegas. But even then, I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a part of me that was just like, it was going to happen here eventually. And it makes me sad that I no longer have feelings about people dying because it happens so often.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get back to the funny ha-has, I promise. But this is not about gun control for me, right? I mean, of course it is, because that's literally what it would take, is a type of gun control. This is just about caring about our fellow humans, because this happened out in public. But the last 5 that I've heard about happened in a school. So my point in all of this is that while I agree that having safety over one's home is paramount. And sometimes having access to guns for said safety is a necessity. Maybe as a country, we do need to rethink how things are. I don't have those answers. And like I said, I'm not trying to get into that debate. We can talk about it on socials if you want, but that I'm just I'm tired of seeing these things happen.
Yeah.
So
And all too frequently. It's one of those like I would tell Keith because I see it just scrolling on social media like this was happening and I was like, "Hey, there's another." And it's not like it's not I wouldn't say it's not surprising anymore that's it's in the news so frequently that we're not even like shocked by these events. Like, yes, it's still, I mean, like, I don't know. It's that's all I have to say about that. Like, we don't have that shocked factor anymore because I feel like there's something every other week, it feels like. And it doesn't have to be like a nationwide thing. Like, it could be a little small city that this happened that it won't get the mass media attention that other mass shooting takes, but it still happens. Just because it's not out there in the mass media, it still happened in these other cities that, you know. So, yeah.
all right. Excuse me. Get back to the funny ha-has. I did say
Yeah.
that I was at a 17. I need to bring it back down to a 9. And nothing will bring you down quicker than a serious topic. So, to get back to the regularly scheduled programming, Judy has come up with a Ryan refutes.
Woo!
So yeah, I this one I have not heard. I don't know what I'm going
You
to
don't
be.
know.
So
No. Okay.
Judy, hit me with it.
So sorry, little backstory. I was eating chicken wings. I was eating chicken wings and I was telling Keith, I was like, I actually kind of like blue cheese on my chicken wings more than I like ranch. I was like, I need to ask Ryan to argue that blue cheese is a far superior dipping sauce to chicken wings than ranch is.
I hate you so goddamn much right now, Judy. I hate you so. Anyone who knows me knows I hate blue cheese. I hate it with a passion. But you know what? Maybe that's a me problem because everyone who I've ever met that did like blue cheese is a real manly man. And I think that we would never say that other than maybe my beard, but that I am a man's man, like I'll get down to fight if I have to, but no one's expecting me to go out into the middle of the woods and be able to forage and hunt for myself, right? But every man that I've met that's a real man's man loves blue cheese. Maybe it's the fact that it's not that great tasting, that it makes you, a better version of yourself. Perhaps that's what the actual secret sauce is. It's that you have to get through the bad to get to the good. Unlike ranch that just hands you all of the goodness right up front. You don't have to work for it, baby. I'm going to give it to you right here. No, blue cheese is the college of dressings. It makes you work for everything. At that point, you graduate to being a better version of yourself. And your taste buds, as a result, become more enlightened, which is why you have fooled yourself into thinking that you like blue cheese, because you have elevated your overall essence into a greater being. There is why blue cheese is indeed the better dressing for wings. Refute me not, bitch.
We went back right to a 19, guys. We were 9, and now we went back up to a 19.
You got me so riled up on that. That was so good.
Thank you.
That was honestly, that was exactly, guys, I'm going to take a minute to gush on Judy right now, because that was something I never would have thought of in a million years. And it really did have me going like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I did, it's me. Like,
And
of
he
course,
did it.
Yeah.
He did it.
But
It's not that he'll never go to blue cheese, but he did it.
I'll never eat blue cheese. Is disgusting. It is just, you know what my least favorite thing is in life when I go to a restaurant? If they have something that is a buffalo chicken flavor, I'm probably going to want to get it, right? But most places, and I don't know if it's because like it's cheaper or if they just really hate how amazingly delicious just ranch can be on buffalo chicken, but they'll do it like a blue cheese dressing or crumbles on it, and
Crumbles on top
every time, right? Like blue cheese pizza, or no, I'm sorry, buffalo chicken pizza with blue cheese sauce. It's like, no. I will get so excited, and then I'll see that it's got blue cheese. Like, God damn it, I don't even want to be here anymore. Can we just go anywhere else, please? Babe, we're at Chili's. There's like 17 different options that you can. I don't care. I wanted the buffalo chicken. I can't get it now.
I mean, why don't you just ask for it without the blue cheese topping or the sauce?
Because I also don't like being that person. I am the kind of person. It unless I know it's something that is just that they're just putting on top at the end or something, like if it was a salad, I would say no blue cheese crumbles or something like that, right? But if it's like, if it's a pizza where it's the sauce in there, or if it's like melted on the inside or something like that, and that's what I'm saying. Usually with the buffalo chicken thing, it's all melted together, right? Because this is a fat person's food. You don't order. Unless it's wings, you don't order buffalo chicken anything unless it's got heaping amounts of cheese and sauce on it, right? So it's all in there together. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't like being that guy who asks for something that is clearly done a specific way to not be done this way.
I get it.
And like I said, usually for me, I'll always see the buffalo chicken pizza and it'll have goddamn blue cheese sauce, and my life just gets ruined. It's the worst. That's the way you feel about artificial peach flavor is how I feel about blue cheese. Okay.
Well, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, that was good.
All right. So Judy, you were hitting me with a lot of things in the world of sports before the show. I'm just gonna throw it to you. See, this is me in the camera, just throwing it to you.
Did I just catch it?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so corny. Anyways,
are we not trying to be corny?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just like, because that I've been specifically corning it up. What you thought I thought woo 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 was like cool?
Yeah, because I do it.
Anyway,
Anyways,
sports.
so sports, guys. Lots of things happening, right? With the NFL and the NBA with like all these trades. Just a few highlights because it's from what I remember that happened today. The Niners got Chase Young from the Commanders, I think for like a second round pick.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I didn't even realize that they were trying to trade, like the Commanders are trying to trade him away, but who would
So
have thought?
that's been a really interesting thing to look at. They didn't extend him for his 5th-year option. He also got hurt. I believe he got hurt last year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when he's on the field, he seems to be. And look, it's not like I watch every Commanders game. Okay.
No.
And honestly, when the Commanders are on red zone, I usually am like, okay, this is when I can concentrate on what I'm actually doing. But he has been a highlight from what I've heard and seen in highlights. He's been a bright spot on their team. However,
Mhm.
they did not extend him with the 5th year. So that's always a interesting. But what's really interesting to me is not so much that they got a second or that they traded him away. It's that they only got a second round pick for him, right?
Mhm.
Because this guy is a pass rusher who, when we have seen him at his best, is one of the best, right?
Mhm.
And he was a first round pick.
He was.
Only, I guess this would be 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that, right? So
Mhm.
the fact that they only got a second round pick for him tells me that there also wasn't a huge market for him for some reason.
Yeah.
So I don't know. My point in saying that is we don't know what's going on. Is that we don't know sports. I don't know why
We
you.
don't. I don't
I
know. I just
don't
wanted to bring that up because, the Niners have lost what, like 3 in a row
well,
and or
from
something,
the
right?
Niners' perspective, this actually I do know something about. It makes so much sense that they bring him in from the Niners' perspective because
Mhm.
who is the best person on that defensive line?
I don't
See,
know.
I'm going to say it and you're going to be like, damn, I did know this.
Bosa?
Yeah, it's Nick Bosa,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
He's hands down the best player. I'm not saying they don't have a lot of great talent on there. I say he's hands down the best player on that defensive line. He's
Mhm.
got a broken big toe.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
And for anyone who's wondering, well, what does that matter, Ryan? We don't care about the sport. So, like, what is the big that's where you generate all of your forward momentum from. So when the ball is snapped, that's what you're
Mhm.
using to jump off of the line to hopefully sprint past the offensive lineman and then put the quarterback into the ground. But he can't do that because he's got a broken big toe. Well, he can't do it as effectively, let's say. And then the
Right.
reports are also that he's not taking any pain meds for it.
Oh.
So, so they needed help from that perspective because obviously their best player is not at his best, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that about him.
as far as the team in total goes though, like look, man, I'm not trying to be like come down on Purdy guy, right?
Mhm.
But I think this is actually what we should have expected is that when things are good, he's the guy, like he'll keep you going. But if you need to lean on him to win the game, you're screwed. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully, okay? I'm saying that as we have seen quarterbacks like that win the
Mhm.
Super Bowl, okay? Trent Dilfer with the Ravens, Peyton Manning the second time when he won it with the Broncos. Yeah, you could say what you want. Peyton Manning was a fucking a point guard in that game. His job was to not lose the game. It
Yeah.
wasn't to win the game. He just
Well.
needed to make sure the defense didn't get put in a bad position. Oh, and that's what I'm saying. We've seen this before. So for anyone out there who is surprised about this, like not that they're losing, but just that Purdy isn't able to elevate them, he was Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, come on, people. I'm not and like I said, I think last year especially that they probably win the Super Bowl if Purdy doesn't get hurt. At the very least they beat the Eagles, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
So, but there's a chance that Mr. Relevant as a rookie wins a Super Bowl. So, and I get it. That's a what if, could have, whatever scenario. But that's what I'm saying is that he could do it. But if you're going to ask him to be a Patrick Mahomes, if you're going to ask him to be, hell, a Jalen Hurts, any of these guys, Kirk Cousins, rest in peace. If you're going to ask him to be one of these guys, he's not that.
Yeah.
So, Kirk Cousins popped his Achilles. He's not actually dead.
No, he did not. Which, going to the next
well, real
trade.
Quick, I was going to ask you just about Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
He popped his Achilles. He's been in the league for a while now.
Yep.
Do you think that like there's a chance that ends it for him?
I hate to see him go out like that, but maybe. I think he's like what, 36 now? He's getting up there in age. I think he's been in the league for what, 10 years maybe, it seems like.
Because honestly, the other guy who popped his Achilles, Aaron Rodgers, if he had done that in a Green Bay uniform, I think he would have retired. He would have been done, gone, right? But the fact he did it 4 plays in to his new uniform,
a new team,
that's why he's like, no, I'm coming back. But Kirk's been with the Vikings for a minute, so it's okay. I'm not trying to get us derailed on Kirk Fuggins talk. What was the other trade you were going to mention?
No, because this was a surprise to me because Kurt is out for the rest of the season. Kirk is out for the rest of the season. You
sound like that man's GM who didn't know it was Kirk. It was like Kurt Cousins.
I had to make sure I said Kirk and not Kurt. Anyways, they got Josh Dobbs from the Cardinals. And I'm thinking, why do the Vikings want a rookie QB starting when they probably could have found another, like a veteran QB to be their starter, but now they got Dobbs in?
Hold on. Josh Dobbs is not a rookie.
Okay, I don't know if he's a rookie. I don't
know. He's not, because he's the guy that the Cardinals literally just signed this year.
Oh.
Like, because Kyler's hurt, right?
Right.
But the reason they could trade him now is because Kyler is pretty much ready to go.
Ready to come back. Okay.
So yeah, no, he's not a rookie. He's
Sorry, I thought he was a rookie.
Quarterback. No.
My bad, Josh Dobbs.
Judy. Like, I know that we don't know the sports, but like, fuck, man.
I thought he was. For some reason, I thought he was. My bad. I didn't know who Josh Dobbs was until he beat my team. So
yeah, he's the guy with alopecia who beat the Cowboys, and also he went to his pro shop and he wasn't able to order his own custom jersey. So
yes. So that's all I have for the NFL. But there was one trade that I saw with the NBA, and it was that James Harden is now with the Clippers. And I go, when did this happen?
Well, this is something that's been building since the summer. James Harden, long story short, James Harden thought that 2 years ago, he took less money under the auspition that you take less money now to try and help us win a championship, and we will take care of you when the time comes, right? This is the rumor, okay? I know I'm not a big Adam Schefter kind of guy. You're not getting a Woj bomb from Ryan. This is just, from what I've heard from here and there. But he took less money under the suspicion he was going to get more. This summer came and they weren't going to give him more money, and they also weren't going to trade him right away to where he wanted to be traded to, which is where he's at now in LA. And so because of that, he had an opt-in in his contract this year, right? So he opted into it to force the trade, essentially. And this is where You're like, how does someone opt into they opt into working for someone, but it forces them to actually get out of it? I I don't understand how leverage in the NBA works, okay? Because the guy who should have had all the leverage, Damian Lillard, went to a team that he didn't want to go to. And
Right.
the guy who shouldn't have had any leverage, James Harden, goes from team to team to team to team. And they're all the teams he chooses.
Literally, yes.
He said he was in Houston. Fucking Houston's. He
Fucking
was in
Houston.
Houston and he said, I'm over this. Get me to Philadelphia. And they said, we can't do Philadelphia quite yet. Can you take a different team? Take me to Brooklyn. And he goes to Brooklyn. And then a year later, fuck this. I said I wanted to go to Philly. And then he goes to Philly. And now he's saying, fuck this. I want to go to LA. And that's the other thing. I get it, LA. So from my perspective, this was done specifically. The Clippers front office, anyway, did this specifically so that when they open up their new stadium or whatever it's called, their new arena next year, that they will have someone like a James Harden that will make people want to come into the arena and watch the game, right? I don't think this was actually done in any way, shape, or form to win a championship. And the reason I say that is not because I don't believe that James Harden is a good player. I think that when all is said and done, it's obvious that he is a first-round bona fide Hall of Famer, and that's really all we need to say about that conversation. But what I will say is that James Harden, whatever version you get, whether it is I can score 30 a night and give you 10 assists, or I can give you 15 assists and score 18 a night, whichever version of that he is not going to take you to a championship with a busted up Kawhi Leonard, a playoff P. George that did not play in the playoffs last year due to injury. Oh, but it's a big four, Ryan. What are you tripping off of? It's a big four. The fourth person is Russell Westbrook. A man so terrible that he got booed by his hometown LA Laker fans.
I did not know that, but that's funny.
Like, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. To me, you have and once again, basketball is a sport that I watch completely as a fan. I have not divested any kind of time into actually understanding the full-on mechanics of the sport. But I do know that those players don't play well together. You could talk about spacing, you could talk about this, you could talk about that. What I'm talking about is that they're all old. Also, they're all old. They all get hurt and or cannot shoot. Talking to you, Westbrook. I mean, and you know what the other thing is? It's sad for the Clippers, and I'll stop after this. With all of these acquisitions that they've made, with all of these things that they've done, they don't control their first or second round picks. For anyone who doesn't know how the NBA draft works, there's only 2 rounds. It's not like the NFL where there's 7, there's 2 rounds. And the Clippers do not control either of their picks in either of the rounds for the next 6 years.
Stop.
Asher will be almost out of high school by the time they can start controlling their own draft picks. And by control, I mean you cannot just trade all of your picks. You have to, in the NBA, there's a lot of rules to doing that. So you have to do also what's called a pick swap. So essentially, if you have a better seed than the other team, they can switch with you to get, the higher seed. But like I said, they don't control any of it for 6 years.
Damn.
And you know what? I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get fucking mercenary Kawhi that was with Toronto. I hope that playoff P isn't just podcast P now. fucking, I hope we get triple double Russell Westbrook. And for shits and giggles, I hope that James Harden doesn't go to a single strip club for the duration of the NBA season. I know I'm asking for more than a miracle on that one. But I hope all that happens is that they win a championship, because if that group of people could figure out a way to win a championship, it would be incredible to watch.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna, you know what? I know we're not talking about like our playoff predictions or anything like that with the NBA. I will not be surprised. And it's so hard to miss the playoffs in the NBA, but I will not be surprised if they miss the playoffs somehow.
Ooh, wow.
Right? Okay. And I will, you know what? I'm going to say it like this. I think I will not be surprised if they are in the play-in game or miss the playoffs completely. If they make the playoffs, then I'm wrong. But yeah, like Big Four, my ass. Come on.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, but that was sports with me. Also, big game for my Dallas Cowboys this Sunday. Very excited because we play.
I didn't watch that game because by the time I turned it on, it was already like 21-3.
No, I'm talking about the upcoming game that we have.
Oh, the upcoming game? Oh, who are they playing?
We are playing the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Oh, is it in Philly?
In Philly.
Damn, what are you gonna do when they get into the brotherly shove formation?
Brotherly shove. Because the push, the tush push.
Yeah, I'm a man, okay? I'm not a blue cheese man, but I am a man. I don't say tush, okay? I say brotherly shove. But they kind of got stopped on that play last weekend. And I say kind of because really it was just a mishandling of the snap, and that's what caused the fumble, right? But right after that, they went into that same formation and they pulled a different play. What are you going to do?
I don't know. We're about to find out on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, so that'd be 1 o'clock my time.
It's I
still don't know what time zone you're in, but I'm not trying to figure it out anymore. Let's be honest.
It's all right. It's all right. But if we're talking about last weekend's Dallas Cowboys, wow. I mean, we basically beat up on the Rams, right? We beat up on Matthew Stafford because I think he broke his thumb.
Everything. He broke his everything.
His everything, because he did come out after I think after the half. But I just hate, it's always like the Cowboys don't beat good teams. But then when the teams beat us, it's always like, wow, the Cowboys lost to this kind. Like, I don't understand this narrative that people have.
Well, no, I mean, the narrative, that's quite sad. Honestly, I thought we were going to take this in a whole different way. But no, the narrative is easy. The narrative is that you guys, and this is the narrative that you guys set. And by you guys, I'm just saying the Cowboys, not you specifically, but most Cowboys fans. You guys set the expectation that it is Super Bowl or bust. And that comes from the fucking very top with jury, right? Saying it in every damn interview or radio show that he does. He's like, oh, we have Super Bowl expectations. If Dak can't get us to the top of the mountain, then I mean, what are we doing here? We're the Cowboys. We got the star. We got Mike McCarthy. We got the Gardner Dan. We got all. I miss my pool boy, but we'll figure it out. We're gonna win
Gardner Dan.
So
why you gotta call him Gardner Dan?
Gardner, he takes care of all the grounds. Well, second marriage Mike is in the house just causing a puff. I told him to fire pool boy and he fired that pool boy. Yeah. But that's where it comes from, because the expectation is set so high and that team commands so much media attention, that if you guys don't win against the Cardinals, now what I will say is if anyone doesn't give you guys the credit that you deserve for this week, then they are just being stupid. And I say that because no, I didn't watch the game, but that was one of those games that you didn't need to watch because they had finished the game by halftime.
Yeah.
Right? They put
Yeah.
themselves in the position where they really just need to maintain in the second half. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you do as a professional team that has aspirations other than just playing in the regular season. Okay. You know who else has aspirations of playing in something other than the regular season?
Who, Ryan?
It is the I'm sorry, no.
Oh man, you messed it up.
It is the AFC East leader of the division, New York Rob Saleh. And look, last 2 weeks ago, we were in a bye. And you know what I did during that week? Do you think that I was on a beach sipping mojitos? No, I was in the darkness and I was watching the film. And in the darkness grew a beard so masculine that it caused that poser Brandon Staley to shave his beard off in shame. And while I was watching that tape, it made me realize something. That me, my defense, and my will are what is going to win us these games. And that's what I did on Sunday. My will was what brought us the kingdom of New York over these so-called giants. Ha! No, it wasn't that they had to go to their third string QB. No, it wasn't that their quarterbacks had a total of 7 passing yards. No, it wasn't that the running backs had more receptions than the wide receivers. No, it wasn't that their field goal kicker missed a 36-yard chip shot field goal. Sorry, you know how Rob gets when he gets to the chuckles. It was my will that brought us that victory. It was the will of the eagle that soars, and we will suffocate everyone. It was a good week.
Thank you, Rob. Always great to hear from you.
You know what is awesome about the New York Rob Salas coming on every week?
What?
Is that it's the same thing like how you have your fantasy football, which if you have time, I know that you would want to bring that up last week. I don't think we had a chance. But it's the same thing. Like I have no interest in New York Jet games at all. But man, when it's coming close at the end and I'm like, oh, I got material. Come on. Especially he like I said, I didn't watch a minute of that game except for the last 5 when all that stuff I was talking about was happening. And I just saw that beard of his, and it was, oh man, that is the beard of a man who drinks himself to sleep.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying that he does that specifically.
Right, yeah.
That's the kind of beard that you would expect if he did. I'm not saying that he does or that it's with a straight glass of whiskey, no bourbon, not a pussy. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Disclaimer.
The thoughts and or delusions of one Ryan do not reflect anything that is said on a conversation with Judy and Ryan. Please once again forgive the ramblings of this madman that is allowed a microphone, and we do appreciate your forgiveness. Okay. I'm already ramped up on the Rob Salas, so I got to ask you about this.
Mm-hmm.
You know that AT&T commercial where they're on a plane and the stewardess is talking to the girl, and he's like, "Oh, okay, that costs something, or okay, I have water. A water costs something."
Yes. Yes,
And
the
then
one that has, Keegan Michael Key in it.
exactly, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Every time this commercial comes on, I say to myself the exact same thing. Why the fuck is Keegan Michael Key in this commercial? Like, don't get me wrong. I am not saying
I've said the same thing.
I think he is a very funny, great comedic actor. What I am
Mhm.
saying is, why is he in the commercial if all he's going to do is bite a sandwich?
It was a very weird cameo for him. I didn't understand it either.
Dude, honestly, cell phone commercials are so weird to me. You've got this one where you have Keegan Michael Key, and I do think that there are versions of that commercial where he might have a line or two, but
Mhm.
he is still third banana to the AT&T girl, right?
Right.
You
Yes.
have the passenger, you have the stewardess is not a what
Flight
flight
attendant.
bad patriotism. Um, and then you have Keegan Michael Key, right? And
Right.
I'm reminded of the weird Bradley Cooper T-Mobile commercials that were coming out last year, in which Bradley Cooper looked homeless with his hair just so disheveled, and his mom's coming on, and they're just like, honestly, it seemed like they were just like, we have some cameras, and Bradley said him and his mom have 15 minutes. Let's figure this out.
I don't think I've ever seen those.
Oh, they were everywhere last year. And like I said, I don't
Hmm.
know if his hair had to look that way because of a movie he was doing or whatever, but it looked like alternate universe Bradley Cooper where he's homeless, right? Like we live in the world where he got to be the happy, successful version, but the one who's
Mhm.
on the T-Mobile ad is the sad, homeless version of him. But why is that what they chose to make a commercial out of?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
have to
get it.
look these up after the show.
Oh. And then honestly, ironically enough, the only ones that I do like right now are T-Mobile because they've got the British guy. I watch too much TV apparently.
Oh,
Um,
yes, Barnes, yes,
yeah,
I know you're talking about, yeah,
what's
that
his name? I call him British guy. So yeah, yeah,
he was in a
Patrick
few movies.
Patrick would like a sandwich. He's hungry. Wait, he was in movies?
Yeah, he's an actor.
What? I mean, obviously he's an
Well,
actor. Like
yeah, I mean,
what movie? No,
um,
he is a political analyst.
my
we
bad,
just
my bad.
we found him walking one day, and they was like, "Yo, I got the thing for you." No, but like, what movie has he been in?
He was in I remember him from did you ever watch The Chronicles of Narnia?
No. So
Damn.
okay.
But he
I
was
mean,
in the second movie. He was Prince Caspian. That's how I remember who he is. So,
okay. The reason I like
anyways.
him is because he reminds me of another actor. He's like the Diet Coke version of the guy who plays Lucifer in the
The
show Lucifer.
Diet Coke Lucifer. Now I have to look him up. Mhm.
So this is what I say. Anyone who's like not the good version of somebody, I call them the Diet Coke version, right? So
Oh, I can see what you mean.
right? And that guy's also British. So it's just all the things, man.
The Diet Coke version, why don't you call I guess that's my saying of, like, that's the great value version.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
no disrespect. It's just like I'm saying that you're the same as this thing, but just not as good. You're your own thing, though. You get to be your own thing.
Mhm.
Don't take any judgment from a man who, somebody came up to him over the weekend and said, "Let me touch your hair." You don't take advice from that guy. Okay, you live your best life, and then
Yeah.
you cry as that person touches your hair, and you just take it, you little bitch. God, I have a lot of demons in my closet. Perhaps
Yeah,
one day I'll talk
where's
to
that gong?
wow. Here I am hoping to get some help from a friend, and here you are hoping. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go not talk to a mental health specialist. I'm just going to go shove all my feelings down deep and not think about them again. Also, real quick, very serious, if you are experiencing any kind of mental issue, don't bury them. Talk to them, even if it's not a licensed professional. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to whomever will listen, and
Yes.
don't hold it in because you're not alone. And it may feel like you're alone, but people are here and they genuinely want to help you. And your mind might play tricks on you sometimes to say they don't give a shit. They're just being nice. They're being nice because they give a shit. All right.
Yes.
And I say that not as someone who cares about someone with mental illness. I say that as someone who suffers from mental illness and who is his own worst critic and who used to call himself the worst things in the world until I met someone as amazing as my fiance, Alex, to show me how incredible I can be. And then she comes and fucks up my podcast every week. So who knows what's going on? All right.
Wait. Before we end this, can you just say the three things that she kind of said before we started
Oh,
this half?
yeah. So
Because we need to end there.
yeah. So she did tell me during our little break, she told me she had three things to say that she wanted to say when I had gotten off the mic. One, why didn't you tell me you were in a car accident? I told her, I was like, babe, it was a very minor thing. I didn't think about it. No, just I get it. I appreciate you caring about me. Two, I'm not a plumber. I don't appreciate you talking like that. Three, I wasn't drunk. She was so fucking drunk. All right, that'll do it for a conversation with Judy and Ryan. Thank you guys so much. We will see you next week right here on YouTube at TABPOD. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that hurts my jaw. How do you guys do stuff with your jaw for hours at a time?
You just gotta learn. Remember, I be popping pills. Just gotta unhinge.